Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's draft a basic sketch block. You will need the following or any CAD software of your choice, and as usual I will be using QCAD. Let's start with the measurements. Bust point to bust point. Waist circumference. Measure around the smallest part of your torso at the same level as the elbows. Front width. Measure from side seam to side seam at the waist level. Back width, measure it or just subtract the front width from the waist circumference. Hip circumference, measure around the widest part of your hips. Front width, measure from side seam to side seam at hip level. Back width, measure it or just subtract the front width from the hip circumference. Waist to hip, measure this on the side. Waist to knee, measure this on the center front, center back, and the side. Add 2 cm ease to the waist and 4 cm to the hip. Draw a vertical line with a length of center back waist to knee measurement. This is the center back. Square across at the bottom with the length of the hip back width divided by 2 plus 1 cm for ease. This is the hemline. Use the hip circumference to verify the width measurements. We are adding 1 cm because this is a quarter of the pattern. Square up with a length of side waist to knee measurement. This is the side seam. Connect the top. Mark waist to hip on the side seam and square across. This is the hip line. Draw a vertical line with the length of side waist to knee measurement. Measure the length from the hemline. This is the side seam. Square across at the bottom with a length of the hip front width divided by 2 plus 1 cm for ease. This is the hemline. Square up with a length of front waist to knee measurement. This is the center front. Connect the top. Draw the hip line at the same level as the one on the back. Now we need to allocate darts. Remember that darts are pinching out excess fabric for better fit and shaping. To do this, measure and mark the front waist width divided by 2 plus 0.5 cm ease from the center front. Half of the remaining length will be the front dart. If there is a significant difference between the hip and the waist measurements, then make 2 darts. Mark a midpoint of the remaining length and delete or erase this point to avoid confusion. Now, to measure the dart lengths, place a ruler vertically against the side, like that. The shaded area is the fabric that needs to be pinched out. Measure from the waist to the point where the vertical ruler touches the side. Follow the same process for the back dart on the bum and the front dart on the belly. Mark the side seam dart length and connect it to the point at the waist with a curve. Mark half of the bust point to bust point measurement from the center front. This is the middle of the front dart. Draw a line with a length of the measured dart length. Mark half of the dart value on each side and connect with lines. Close the dart and redraw the waistline so that it's a smooth curve. The dart value is folded towards the side seam. And the front is done. Measure and mark the back waist width divided by 2 plus 0.5 cm ease from the center back. Measure this length and mark it on the back from the side seam line. The remaining length will be the back dart. Mark the side seam dart length and connect it to the point at the waist with a curve. Make sure that the back side seam is the same length as the front side seam. Mark half of the bust point to bust point measurement from the center back. This is the middle of the back dart. Draw a line with a length of the measured dart length. Mark half of the dart value on each side and connect with lines. Close the dart and redraw the waistline so that it's a smooth curve. The dart value is folded towards the side seam. And the back is done. For 2 darts, divide this length by 3 and allocate a third to each dart. Place the second dart at the midpoint between the front dart and the side seam. Measure the area for the dart length or just make it about 2 cm shorter than the main dart. For the back, this length is the same as the front. Divide this length by 2 and allocate it to the darts. The dart placement is the same as the front. For a large belly, measure and mark the front width divided by 2 plus 0.5 cm ease. Leave out the front dart and make 2 darts at the back if the behind is prominent. If it is not, then make 1 dart. Redraw the waistline so that it's a smooth curve. Add the seam allowance. I have added 1 centimeter all around except the center back and center front. The center back has a 2 centimeters zip allowance. The center front has no seam allowance because it will be cut on fold. The hem allowance is 3 centimeters. Make a zip notch at the center back 2 centimeters above the hip line. This marks the end of the zip. Add the grain line as well. And we are done. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.